Hello and welcome to my craft room. My name is Michelle Wells. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from Tasmania, Australia. Today I'm going to do a card. I've been playing around with some vintage cards, so I've decided that I'm going to make a card using these products here. So I'm going to use this stamp set, the Whiskey Business, and I'm going to use the decanter here and the glass and this piece here. I'm going to use that piece. I'm also going to use the little antique corners and slide elements. So I'm going to be using just a little tiny one of those. I'm going to use the compass, or I think it's a compass. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. In the very facade, I'm going to use the script. In the Beauty Abounds, I'm going to use just the spots. And in the Comfort and Hope, I'm going to use this part here. So I've got all those mounted up on my block, so I'll pop them over there. And I'm also going to use this piece here for the sentiment. Oh, and I'm going to use the sentiment out of the Whiskey Business as well. I'll show you that one. So I'm going to use this sentiment, sending you an old-fashioned birthday card. So I'm going to use that, and that's going to be around my sentiment, that size. So this is in the stitched rectangle dies. So I'm going to use those. And I'm using the Weld, I think it's called Weld Good Designer Series paper. So I'm going to use a piece of this. So this piece here I'm using. So I've got all my pieces. I need those, so I'll put them back there. So I've cut most of my pieces out, and I'll have all the measurements on at the end of this video in the Show More box. So so you'll be able to. So I've got a piece of I've got a card base which is Early Espresso. Then I've got a piece of crumb cake, and I've got a piece of crumb cake to go on the inside. And I've also got a piece of the Designer Series paper to go on there. And like I said, I've got my piece here. So I'm going to be doing lots of stamping and stuff. So I don't need any of those at the moment. So, and I'll keep that one aside as well. So I'll do the stamping on both these at the same time. So I'm just going to grab, don't even know where I popped that. Quickly go and grab a piece of that one. Just want a blank piece of paper so I can do my stamping on. So pop that one along the side there so I can stamp my bits and pieces on that one. So when I stamp off and stamp on, so I'll pop those over there. Actually, I do need this little piece here as well. So I'll do my stamping first. I'll do my sentiment, and I've already got that on the block. And I'm going to do that in the Memento Tuxedo Black. So just going to ink that up and make sure I've got it around the right way. And I do. So I'm just going to pop that onto, pop that over there. I'm just going to pop that. Hopefully I'll get that centered into the center. And here's just hoping I get that down. And very good. Could have been up a little bit more, but I'm happy with that. So I'll pop that to the side there. Don't need that one anymore. So grab my pieces here. And what I'm going to do first is, I'll leave that one there. I'll do that in a minute. What I'm going to do here first, oh sorry, I do need this one as well. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to grab this piece here, and okay, I've lost me little, where'd that go? Okay, that's all right, I found it now. So I'm going to grab this piece here, and I'm just going to do this in soft suede. So I'm not gonna quite sure whether I'm gonna put a hair there, whether I'm gonna go full strength. Okay, I think I like to go. So I'm just gonna do some on this one. I'm just gonna go in random patterns, and I think I might just go on the, and this is just on the background. So, and I thought, well, a good way to make a an antique card for a mail card. So, and I think I quite like that. That's all I need to do for that piece. So I'll pop him aside, and on the inside here I'm going to do a little bit on that one as well. So I'm just going to do lightly ones up there and go down there. Might ink off there and just go over that way and down there. So this is my inside piece. So, and don't need that one anymore. So actually I do need that one again. So I'll just leave that one up there to dry, because I don't need to put anything else onto that one. So this one here, I am gonna I've decided I might just, I'm gonna rip, but I'm gonna rip all the corners towards me. So I'm tearing the paper towards me. And then I'm just gonna keep ripping down the one side. So, and you can have it however you want to have it. So, and don't throw this piece away, because I'll show you what we're going to do with that piece in a minute. So now I've got that piece there. I'm just going to have a look, and I just want to have a look to see how that'll go, and that looks pretty good over there. So pop that up there. That's my inside piece. So I'm going to grab a dauber, and I'm just going to grab, I'm going to daub the edges of this. So I'm just using all the the soft suede, and all I'm doing is inking up the edges around that piece there. And I'm just going down the outside, and another little piece there. And you can leave some of that white area if you like, but I just like the vintage antique look, and I thought this would be a good one for a mail card. So I'm going to grab this piece here, and I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to ink up around the outside of that, and just do around the outsides. So don't have to be, but I thought while I'm inking everything up, I'll do it all at the same time. So, and I thought we'll save wasting the strip, it'll go like somewhere. So that's that piece, and then I'm going to grab this piece here, and I'm going to do the same. Just going to ink up around the outside of that, and I've got that piece. Then I'm going to grab this piece here, and I'm going to do the same. Just going to ink up around the edges of that. So, and I've got that piece done. I'll keep that ink pad out because I need that, and just do a quick, I'm not going to put any more colour on, I just want to give the inside just a little And I think I've probably still got enough of that soft suede to go around the outside of there. So, okay. So I'm going to pop that on the inside because that's my inside piece. So now I'm going to grab this piece here again, and actually I'm going to grab my big piece here, and this is out of the Varia Fasali, and I think that's the way it goes. So I'm just going to ink that up, and I think I went straight onto nearly dropped it. Went straight onto the top of that. So, and that just sort of gives you the background of the script. And I'll pop him over there. And then I used all these little pieces like I said, and I'll make sure I've got the west. And I can't remember if I wanted to have a light or a dark. I think I went on, I'm just going to go a dark up there, and then I'm going to pop a light down here, and then I'm going to pop one over there, and I think that's all I needed to, probably just a tiny little bit up there, and I think that's all I needed there. Then I'm going to grab my little spotches. That's what I call them, little spotches. And I'm just going to go a bit there, a bit there, a bit there, a bit down there, a bit over there. Sort of just giving it the old look. A bit there, and I might just grab a little bit more there, and we just go, and that's all I needed for that piece. And then I'm going to grab this piece here again, and I'm just going to ink off and pop a piece there. I want to pop a piece down there, and I reckon I might pop a piece up there, and that's all I needed to do for that bit. So, oh, and I did need, I forgot to grab that one out. Okay, so I'm going to use this other part as well. I forgot to grab that. So I'm going to use this piece here for down here, and I'll show you what I had in mind. So, okay, so I'm going to have to grab a block, so I'm going to take that off there and pop him over there for a minute. So I'm going to pop this on the block, and I'm just going to ink that up. Okay, and I'm just going to pop that down about there, and so I've got that there, and I'm going to get rid of my ink. I don't need this anymore because I think I've done everything that I needed to do with that. So now I've got that piece there. I'll pop that aside for a minute, and I've got one more thing to do with the stamps. So I've got my my whiskey decanter bottle thing. I thought this just looked like a real old so I'm just using the Memento black ink, the Tuxedo black ink, and I'm just inking up both of the bottle and the glass. And then I'm going to pop that down and just stamp it there. So that's my decanter, and then my glass, sorry, my dog's barking, and just going to pop my glass there. And I decided I'm going to use, I did get this tip off, I was just looking at some different, and I noticed that somebody used crumb cake, I can't remember, crumb cake, sorry, used light cinnamon cider, dark and light, and the light, the dark Daffodil Delight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just colour all this. I'll just show you how I did it. So all I done was coloured on the inside of the glass, and I've already had a play around with this so I'd see what it looked like. So so all I'm going to do is the glass, and then up the glass, sorry, the decanter, and I've just gone all over the areas that looks like inside the glass, and I'm going to do the same. And you can use the other end. I should be using the other end on the little glass. So, and I'm not going to get it on the ice cube, so I'm just going down on the inside of the glass. Then I'm going to come in with my dark. There's my dark, and I'm just going to go down into the center with my dark, and down the outsides with my dark, and I'm just going to go along the like that, and then I'm going to do the same with the glass. Just going to go along there, down the outside. And I just like the way this looked like a really old, and then with the light one, we're going to just follow those lines along and go back down and around. Just give it a quick colour. And then we're going to go back in with the light, the dark one, Daffodil Delight, and we're just going to blend all that in and sort of bring that colour into, and I thought it really looked like that old, so, and then you do the same with the little glass as well, and if you wanted to, but I'll show you what I did with the, so once you've got that, all I do now is I'd fussy cut those out, and instead of you sitting there watching me fussy cut these out, I have already done two, so I've already pre-done these. So I'm going to move that because I don't need that anymore, so you can see all my pieces. So what I've done with the me dauber, all I've done with the, it's the same, is I just went around, so after I fussy cutted all that out, I just went around with my soft suede, sorry if I'm bumping the camera, and I just made that bottle look vintage, so like look old, and I done the same with the glass, so, and I just made that look vintage looking too, so, and that's all I did. So and that's how I done my decanter, and I did the same thing as like I sort of give that a bit more of a go. Okay, so just make sure I'm still recording. Yep, that's going fine. Yep. Alrighty, so now we're going to assemble the card. So we're going to pop this piece here on top of here. So I'm going to grab my glue, and I thought this I do like the blue, but on this side, but I'm going to do some other cards with this eventually. So I'm just going to pop that down on top of there, and I just want that so that's got nice border down there, evenly down the bottom, and I think they just come together really nicely, these papers, and it doesn't have to be like straight, because if you looked at old paper it never wasn't straight anyway. So I'm going to grab that one, and I'm going to pop that on top of there, So I'm just going to glue crumb cake piece to the early espresso. So I've got my mum's coming to make her partner a card using the whiskey business, so it's going to be a completely different card to what I'm making here, so that she's going to make it on her own. So okay, so once you've got that down, so that's your inside, your outside. So I'm going to pop the inside in first before I do anything else, and I'm just going to ink this up too. I'm going to pop him on the inside, so, and make sure I get it down before I, oh look at that, perfect today. So I've got the inside there, and this little piece here, like I said to you, don't throw it away. We're going to ink that up, put a bit of ink on that as well, and we're just going to pop, oh, now it's sticking to my finger. We're just going to pop that, try to get that down there, because this is the same size as the piece that's already in there. So, oh, yeah. Okay. And there you go. I've just stuck that on the inside, and it just looks like just old vintage like cardstock paper. So, and I thought I'd just really save wasting that, and so that's your inside of your card all done. So you can put another greeting if you like, but so now what I'm going to do is this little bit here that you've already stamped, this is where my glass is going to sit. So it's going to sit there, and then I'm going to have my sentiment up there. So I'm going to pop those on some dimensionals. So I'll grab those, and I'm just going to pop. A couple. Actually, one there, because I want this to sit up just nicely. So, and I'm just going to grab my scissors and just going to snip a little. I don't really want a really big one up there, so I'm just going to pop that in there. And I'll just take all these dimensionals off, and that one there left, and that one up there. So I'm just going to sit that on that little lever that it just looks like a little table. So I'm just going to sit that about, actually I'll bring him up. No, he's fine. And I'm just going to sit my glass to the side. So I only want dimensionals on this side, so I only think I needed one. So do I? Actually, no, I won't use a full one. I'll cut a half one of these in half, because I only need a little. So work out which side my glass is. So I want it on the opposite, like, because this side's already got dimensionals on it, we don't need to put dimensions on here, or you'll have a sideways glass. So all I've done is stuck some dimensionals on there, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on this side, because this will be glued onto the card. So then I'm going to pop that down there, and it sort of gives you that look of your card sitting, your glass sitting there. And that's all I've done there. And with the sentiment, I'm not going to put that on dimensionals. I'm just going to glue that down. So I'm going to pop a bit of glue, and and hopefully, oh, try to get that. So I'm going to line this up because I want to get this straight. So I'm going to make sure that's straight down there, and I'm going to, okay, grab that from there, and I'm just going to line those two. So I want about there. I'm going to pick him up and just give him a bit of a, and there's my my card so far. And to finish it off, like I said, I'm going to grab one of these little antique corners. So I'm just going to grab a little antique corner, and I'm just going to pop one down in this corner here. So all I'm going to do is going to just pop a little bit of glue on there. And then I'm just going to pop him down into the corner. And there you go. My card is finished. Actually, no, it's not. Just not quite yet. So I'll get rid of all these, and I'll leave that there. I'm going to find my Winkle Stella, and I've lost that one again. Have I? So, oh no, there it is. I need to open a new one. So I'll grab that one, and actually I'll show you how to open it while you're here. So you need to open, actually you need to open this part here first and take your little ring out. So you take your little ring out, and then you just screw that back into place. So, and then to get it going, I might have to get a scrap little piece. So make sure all you do is just get a bit of a squeeze, so you're sort of filling up this little area here. Oh, and all over my card, not what I wanted. So, oh bugger. Grab my tissues. Hopefully, oh. Okay. And no, I've just not where I wanted the glitter to go. So it's okay. Well, this is turning out to be a really antique card now, isn't it? So all I was going to do is I was just going to pop a little bit on that ice and just go around the glass. So, but yeah, I really buggered that up. I might be able to get it off. No, I'm going to pull that down. Oh, what a shame. So I sort of just mucked up, didn't I? Oh no. Okay. I don't know how to redeem that one. So okay. I'm just going to leave that, and it wasn't meant to happen. So I shouldn't have been doing it over. So I'm just going to go around that glass, that bit of ice, because I just want to give that, and if you wanted to, you could just go around your decanter bottle and give it a sort of an old rusty look, but but I suppose it's sort of given it that rusty look now, isn't it? So anyway, just make don't look at that little mistake that I made there. So, but oh look, only I would make mistakes, so or do boo-boos. I'm good at doing boo-boos, so there you go. That's my card completely done. So I'm just going to get rid of that. So there's my project. That's what I had in mind without that little like that little part there with and I'm just wondering whether I could pop, I might be able to pop some bling on there just to get rid of that. We'll have a look, see what we can find. So maybe some of these the champagne rhinestones might I might be able to fix that boo-boo up that I've made. So but anyway, I'll pop him there. We'll have a look. Okay, might be able to just stick a couple of these, and no, he's not going to stick. Oh look, not happy with that. Okay, there you go. I couldn't save that there, but yeah, it's not going to work. And it's sort of given it that but I will actually wonder if I can pop, I wonder what that, this piece of where is it, this piece here, I might be able to stick a little piece of that down there. And okay, this is not stamping up this thread, but I might be able to just put a piece down there, and I'm going to do that. But what I'm going to do is there you go, this is how to fix a boo-boo that you've made. So okay, I'm going to grab I think my dark soft suede, and I'm just going to use my my blend, and I'm just going to, I'll see if that was the one that I used that I need, and I'm just going to colour in that there, and I just don't want to ruin a card now that I've mucked it up. So this is, so it's just a bit of lace that I'm actually colouring. I'm going to colour both sides, and then that'll hopefully muck up, but it'll fix that side there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my heat gun, and I'm just going to give that a quick dry. So I'm just going to quickly dry it. Oh, it's going really well. So there you go, I've dried that. So what I'm going to do now is I'll pop that back there, and I'm just going to pop a little bit along there, so it'll just cover that that bit there. So I'm going to cut that off there, and I'm just going to grab my just a little piece of my tear tape to go along there, and let's see how I go. I'm just going to sit that on the edge of that there, and take that off, and I'm just going to pop that onto there, and it'll probably end up looking like a real grunge, like a, what's it called, card now anyway. So I'm just going to grab my scissors, and I'm just going to snip that a little bit off there, and I'm going to keep that there, and there you go. I have covered up that, minus that little bit of but hopefully that'll dry and you won't notice that. But there you go, how to save a card that you make a mistake on. So there you go. I will do another one of these without this piece that I've actually stuck here, and I will show you what I wanted to originally do anyway. So, but there you go. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you liked watching this, and please subscribe to my channel, and so you could be like notified for when I go live again, when I go I come on again to show some other cards. So, but anyway, thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.